would have been great to have us both on the stage, but you're stuck with me here tonight. But we remember like it was yesterday coming to our first event. So when they asked how many of you is this your first event, we remember like it was yesterday that what we felt like. We walked away, and guess who our first speaker was at our first event? Jimmy Meyer. And I remember just sitting there. We didn't know nothing about nothing. We had 5 people at our first event. It was my wife, I, and 3 guests. And we just sat there thinking, man, one day I'm going to play golf with that guy. And now we've literally traveled the world. We've been to Ireland a couple of times and built an incredible business together. So whatever you decide after this event, you're going to make it happen, aren't you? Right? And you can pull up the slides here if you want. It's 2024. Turn to the person next to you and say, 2024 is our year. How many of us are ready to go to the next level in 2024? Right? Kelly and I have never been more excited going into a new year than we are right now with where the company is at, where the economy is at, where our team is at. We can double, triple, quadruple, 10 times. Some of you are starting from scratch, and we didn't get off to this incredible fast start. I mean, think of that. To write this down. You want to get off to a fast start like we did. Our first 6 months, we made $200. We were just flown all over the place, asking us to speak. It was incredible, right? But then we went to a convention, and I was an aircraft mechanic. My wife was a nutritionist, and we'll all have a convention 6 months from now. Isn't that interesting? So exactly 6 months from now, we're all going to be at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I actually hope you make the decision at this event. Don't wait till the convention. But 6 months later, we go to this convention. We don't remember what all was covered or what was said, but we remember how we felt. And we remember this is where we're going to plant our flag. I thought I had a good job. I was in the Air Force for 4 years, and then I was working at the airlines, making what I thought was good money, and we quit our job after that convention. And we only made $30,000 the next 12 months. But this was 96. But then the next 12 months made $80,000 as regional leaders. Then the next 12 months went to regional vice president, made $147,000, then $200,000. By the time we were 30 years old, making $300,000 a year and had $250,000 in cash saved. Changed our whole life, this business. And you can do the same thing, right? So let's just talk about a couple of top so I get to control that. I mean, this is fancy stuff right here. This ought to be a goal to speak at this thing. I know Mark and Kathy, we're direct to them, and I asked him, I said, I don't ever have to speak in front of people, do I? And he said, oh no, you never have to speak in front of people if you don't want to. And I said, good, I don't want to, right? And then all of a sudden now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm like sweating a little bit in my hands, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a big crowd here. But isn't it worth overcoming our fears? Isn't it worth doing things that you're uncomfortable doing? Right? That's really the key to success. So let's just go to a couple slides here. The first thing is, what did you do good in 2023? It makes us so sad. How many people just beat themselves up, and I didn't do what I wanted to do in 20. Let's put that aside. Can we put that aside? Don't bring that home with you. When you leave here, put it aside right now and start fresh with 2024 because, the slide, I'm looking at that slide, it's not there, but it's here. I mean, this is big time. So, but let's also leave here with what do we need to change? What do we need to improve going into 2024? You all know. Right? You can ask your RVP, you can ask your coach, but you know deep down what is holding you back, don't you? So ask for what you want. Declutter and get organized. How many of us know people that they just run around like chickens with their head cut off? Right? And you do that in this business in an organized fashion. Right? You can't have all these things. We cleaned out our storage thing over Christmas, and doesn't it just feel good when you just clean it all out and you have the junk place, take it all, it just feels great. Well, let's declutter our minds. Let's get really focused on what we want going into 2024 and get organized. So, what are we doing today to grow our confidence, our belief, our skills? Isn't it interesting? People can say the same exact words, and one person will have tremendous success, and one will have no success. It's something in their belief. It's something in their confidence. Let's all practice a big smile. Right? Talk faster. Walk like Jimmy was talking about earlier. Smile. right? You get more results with belief and confidence and conviction. And my eyes aren't good enough to see it on the slides there. So, and what books are you going to read? So when you leave here, what books are you going to read? I would encourage you to have 2 or 3 books already bought, sitting where you're going to read them each and every day. What skills do I need to master? When will I put scheduling my time for self-improvement? I like to do it late at night. Like from 10:30 to 11, when I get home after appointments, after everything, to just read something good. Don't watch the news. Don't put bad stuff in your brain right before you go to bed. I mean, just get something positive in your head right before you go to bed. What are you doing every day? This is what Mike Pressler has always taught us, is what are you doing today to train people so that in 90 days they're independent, producing on their own? How cool would it be in 90 days from now you have 1 more independent producing leg, and then 2 more, and then 3 more, and then by the end of the year you got 3, 4, 5 independent producing legs. You got a nice base shop going, your business is growing, you feel awesome. What about this? Can you go to the next slide, please? You all excited? You ever spoken in front of a group and then the technology doesn't work? That is really nerve-wracking. But what do you want? Can we start asking for what we want? When we recruit people, it was interesting. One of our top regional vice presidents, he showed me how he developed this list and how he got it. He just said, he didn't ask. He said, who would you like to go see first? Who are the top 3 people you'd like to go see? I'm like, I qualify the list. I decide who we go see. Why would you ask them who they want to go see? I want to go see who I want to go see. Right? That was a huge breakthrough for him, because I was like, that's crazy. They take you to their brokest people, right? I want to go see the people that we need to go see. Start asking for it. Toughen up. Can we all do that? Right? It's just so, it's a weird deal, man. So many people are just so soft in a loving, caring way. Right? I mean, it's like, golly, did anything go perfect at your job? Did anything go perfect raising your kids? Did anything go perfect in your marriage? And then just one little thing happens in business and they throw in the towel and, oh, for me, I gotta pray about this. No, you need to go on more appointments. Right? Toughen up, my goodness. And most of us will not win in Primerica because we just don't put the time in to prospecting. There needs to be dedicated time in our day that you don't take inbound text, you don't take inbound emails, you don't take a call from your wife, you don't take a call from your team. I don't care. We did it from 9 to noon. Some people, I don't care what, there needs to be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in every day that you are dedicated and not distracted. Are we all distracted by our phone? Right? You got to put that thing down and turn it off or whatever, just to be focused for a period of time during your day. Because we are going to do something so special. We already have. We've created more financially independent families than any other company on the face of the planet. We've created more millionaires, right? Are you going to be the next one? Are you going to leave this event and say, that is it? I am sick and tired of being broke. I am sick and tired of not being recognized. I am sick and tired of not winning for my family. Right? Our kids now are 22 and 24. And to see how they are, how their people skills are, how good with their money, the impact you're going to make in your community, in your church, in your lives is second to none. I don't think there can be a better place to raise kids than Primerica. Right? And we are going to do something big in 2024. Thanks for listening. Proud to be your teammate.